Anything you can think up to do or create in your mind, design, you can figure out a way to do it in Switch. And I often feel like the only constraint we have is our imagination.
Wallace Graphics is a second-generation printing company. My brother Jake and I both own it now. We officially bought out our father 6 years ago, John Wallace, who started it in 1987. We started as just a commercial printer, and we were a commercial printer for the first 20 years that we were in business. And we then started a mailing and fulfillment business to complement the print side. And in 2016, we acquired a wide format company, so we added that to our repertoire of what we can print and produce, which also fed the mailing and kitting more. And in just 3 months ago, we acquired a promo and apparel business, the corporate shop, which is just 15 minutes away. And so now we can offer most anything to our customer base. When COVID hit, obviously we had people who couldn't come into the office. We had to start to figure new ways. And it was all on the software side. And all the investments we made in our path to get there wasn't exactly smooth. But once we created a team and we got a great leader for that team, and we've started to see the benefits of the automation on the front end. Everybody was using Enfocus Switch. So it just seemed a no-brainer that was our number one choice. And once we started to investigate we didn't see another option that fit the bill, the same as Switch did.
When we looked at what do we want to automate or what do we want to invest in figuring out solutions for, it's the pain points. It's the pain points that add value to our customers. We've used Switch as a Swiss Army knife in every area, from being able to move data around that we use in Power BI reports that sales sees, to creating invoices, to of course interacting with our MIS system. And so it's just been so many applications of Switch. We got wide format that'll drop 100 files in, and it'll create the cut lines and check for bleed and add bleed if it needs to add bleed, and just all these things that were just, not hard tasks, but had to be done. Those are all automated day to day. I mean, people they would be so upset if all of a sudden Switch disappeared and they couldn't automate those tasks anymore. We
started to see results in a month or two. Tangible results that were saving time and that were allowing us to do more to meet the SLAs required of certain customers, and we could get it to the production area tenfold faster. We've been pretty strategic in our implementations of these workflows because they've been pretty in depth. A lot of scripting, that's where Significans has come in. Andrew and Nathan have been just instrumental in being able to make the API calls into Pace and to take that data and use it. It's truly changing our business. And so we've invested in the new HPA 2200 page wide. When that comes in, being able to batch jobs, being able to run that machine efficiently, but absolutely nonstop. I mean, there's no way we can do that without automation. We have customers that give us spreadsheets for their kitting jobs. On one tab, it'll have all the signs, all the signage, all the print, the specs for that, what's the material, what's the size. The next tab, this is how it distributes. So that has their list of 200 stores and who gets what. It used to take us 2 days to turn that into the print order broken down by kit. Like kit A, we know we gotta make 3 of those because there's 3 stores that gets kit A. Because there could be 80 different kit combinations. And we were manually going through and figuring that out. Sean and Andrew created a flow that we can input that Excel file along with the PDFs for the actual graphics. And in about 7 minutes, we get PDFs out with all the thumbnails, all the kits broken down, the pick lists, the QC sheets, everything. Using Switch and Phoenix, there's a projects where there's hundreds of little small books. I think they're 5.5 by 5.5, and the customer wouldn't supply them with bleed. So
we created something to create bleed on 100 projects. Like that right there saved hours on end. But then laying them out by quantity, obviously gang running these the way that we need to, printing and stitching multiple up was big. We do a lot of kit packing projects as well. Using Phoenix allowed us to, instead of printing 500 of this product, 500 of that product, 500 of product C, and then take it over to our kitting department, we use Phoenix, we group them by location. They come right off the Zun cutter, they go right into the box and go to that location. So the accuracy is tremendously improved. The efficiency, it avoids a department, a lot of setup, just a lot of handwork that, again, trying to do more with less. The more that we can cut out, the better we're gonna be. We can upload that spreadsheet, and Switch is monitoring their FTP site for those files. It's marrying the two together. It's printing out the proof and the job ticket. But just right after that spreadsheet import, instead of creating all these jobs, take them into pre-press, and at 200 jobs a day, that would normally take probably 80 hours, and it went down to 2. I mean, with the repetitive work that we do, and we know the way it needs to process, and we can set those parameters, and having it monitor the FTP site and just not downloading a file and emailing it, and the time saved again is greater than tenfold. When an account manager is worried about converting jobs or worried about printing labels, they're not servicing the customer. They're not, a customer is waiting for something over here while they're doing something that we can automate, that we can make easy. We just had a conversation the other day now that, hey, Anthony, we've saved all this time. Well, all these things have improved. It's up to me to be sure we're using that time in a productive manner. So yeah, there's absolutely been, Anthony has gotten a lot of high fives, sometimes probably even hugs, when eliminate just a painful task that somebody does every day, or the benefits of a pre-press operator saying, this is unbelievable. I can't believe this. This would have taken me a whole shift. And now it's done in the first 30 minutes.